Today I want to talk to you about one of my most challenging times in my restaurant business. It's when I had a very big problem with employee turnover. And no matter what I was doing, it just wasn't working out. It was so bad that 1 out of 2 people were leaving me every month. Can you imagine what running a business is like when 1 out of 2 people are walking out on you every month? I mean, the industry also had a general employee turnover problem, but mine was just worse. And I just didn't know what I was doing wrong. I was paying them well, I was treating them well, I was respecting them, I was doing everything I thought I needed to do. But nothing was working out. And it had begun to affect my revenues because my repeat customers were kind of complaining and dwindling. And you know how it is when you have an employee turnover problem, the front of the house problems, the back of the house problems. It was just getting a little dangerous. I was afraid that I may have to shut down. It was getting that bad. And I said, what if I could just figure out a way to retain them, to keep them on board, to prevent them, to stop them from quitting my company for 6 months? Just 6 months. I mean, for you, if people are staying with you for 1 year and leaving you, maybe 2 years is something that's ambitious. To keep them on for 2 years at your place. For me, keeping them on for 6 months was ambitious. I said, I just need to keep them on for 6 months. If they can stay with me for 6 months, I know I will be able to increase my revenues. I know that I'll have some breathing space to think about what I need to do to keep them on for longer. And I also know that the training I was giving them, I would benefit, my restaurant would benefit from it, and not my competition where they were jumping to. All I needed was to figure out how to keep them on for 6 months. And I did. And when I figured out how to keep them on for 6 months, I figured out how to attract the right people to me, the people that were the right fit for me, how to stop them from leaving me in the critical first 30 days. What am I supposed to do? I figured out what to do to keep them on for the first 90 days, and then what to do to keep them on for the first 6 months, and then what to do to keep them on for 1 year. Some of them even stayed on for 10 years. And I share all of that in this upcoming free training I have on stopping employee turnover. So here's my tip for you. Where in their life cycle working for you is something changing that's demotivating them? Think about it. They don't come to us demotivated. We hire motivated employees. But at some point when they're working for us, something's changing and they're getting demotivated. Find that, identify it. That's where you start. Do something about it. And when I figured it out, my life was so much better. I went home happier. I wanted to do things. I wanted to spend time with my wife. I wanted to go to work more happy. And I want that for you too. I want you to stop employee turnover in your restaurant business so you can have a better business in life. So you too can go home feeling more relaxed, feeling like you got a team backing you, feeling like you're excited to go to work tomorrow, feeling like when you enter your restaurant, you love being there, feeling like you love your life. So find out in your employee life cycle working with you, at what point is something changing that's demotivating them, and do something about it. Go start there. Today I invite you to join me in a free training where I teach you how to stop employee turnover. I teach you the exact 8 techniques I use to eliminate, to stop employee turnover in my restaurant business using these exact 8 techniques. When I did so, I took my employee retention from 35% to 92%. And the only reason it wasn't 100%, that 8% gap, is because I didn't want those guys there. They weren't the best fit for my company. I'm going to show you the exact techniques I used, and I'm even going to share the exact blueprint that you can download and start working on stopping your employee turnover. Now, don't forget to clear out about 20 to 30 minutes. I know you're busy, but I didn't want to leave anything out so that you can get all the details you need to at least begin working on stopping your employee turnover and eliminating this problem once and for all, just like I did. Keep a lookout in your email of the exact date and time and where to access this free training. Until next week, I'm Nandu Avitramani from F&B Business School. See you then.